Mark went to the hardware store to pick up the stuff, but a rich woman stopped him. She said that his house's pipeline is broken and asked if Mark can fix it. Mark left school, but he was taught that it is better to help others. Seeing the beauty of the woman, Mark could not stop himself and sat in his car. After a little effort, Mark fixed the pipeline. When Mark started going, the rich woman smiled and said, "Let's check the bathroom, maybe there are some important things there." Mark said, "If you have seen the temperature of the water, then let's do the rest." In this way, Mark fixed everything and returned home very tired. When he reached home, his mother scolded him for coming late and told him to be careful. But Mark immediately made an excuse so that he could explain to his mother why he came late. He told his friend the story of the whole night in detail. But that night, his mother found out the secret of his mother's death. His mother saw that Mark was well prepared and a middle-aged woman came to pick him up. His mother immediately felt bad. Although he had left the school, still the attraction of that woman was constantly pulling him. As if he was calling him to his side like a magic. In the bar, when both the people were talking, as soon as the woman went to the washroom. Then a stranger said quickly, "Run away. As long as there is a chance. He is very dangerous." Mark did not pay attention to him. Then Mark went to his wonderful home with that beautiful woman. And spent another memorable and romantic night. Slowly, Mark and she started living together every day. As if Mark had lived a luxury life of 60 years at the age of 20. And he did the most interesting work of his youth. That woman was over 40 years old. But her body was still very attractive. Which is perhaps the dream of every man. But that day, something unexpected happened. The mother saw the proof of their secret relationship on her mother's phone. She called that woman to her house on her mother's phone and saw that her age was equal to her mother. She made a big mistake and said that she should not be with Mark at all. Then she threw him out of the house. But Mark's heart kept beating for that woman. He put her in his car again. The mother started beating that woman. And the night that came in front of her, she shocked her mother. Mark's mother was surprised when she saw that her son's girlfriend's age was almost equal to her. She immediately felt a strange feeling. There, Mark was spending the rest of his life with that rich woman. Where the money was flowing like water. But he had no idea that this woman was not ordinary. Rather, she was a thorn in the rose. A bad dream for every man. To get his son away from this rich woman. When Mark was not at home. Then his mother took his childhood friend. And called Lena. She wanted to save his son anyway. The mother's efforts were successful. And gradually, both of them started to love each other from the beginning. But when their relationship progressed further, then Mark was a little scared of Lena's indecisive actions. Finally, he bent down and kissed her as he went towards her. But this little moment caused a big danger for both of them. Because the rich woman who was watching secretly saw all this. Now she could not control her anger anymore. As soon as the date ended. When Lena went out to go home. Then suddenly. Mark knew nothing about this. He returned home. Where his mother was tying the bridge of praise to Lena. But unknowingly. A big danger had come near him. Mark called Lena. Still, he did not get any answer. He called dozens of times. But no one picked up. He was confused. Suddenly, the rich woman called him herself. Without any plan. Mark had to pick up the call. He had already decided to get away from her. But the rich woman insisted on meeting for the last time. Mark's heart was clear. He said yes without thinking. Despite his mother's refusal. He sat in the luxury car of that rich woman. He had no idea that this meeting would be a danger to his life. As soon as Mark left for the wedding, the rich woman suddenly picked up a bottle of wine and hit him on the head. The rich woman tied Mark in the gold room.